Oops. All right. Welcome to the Novice Sports Show. Again, I know you guys have been clamoring for us to come back out. We've been traveling the world. People have been taking like trips on the ocean. People like Ben Novice, who got stacks of loot. We got our other guy, Jay Novice. I don't know where he's been. I think he's been in Brazil or India. And of course, we know Mr. AJ. AJ himself has been in the Arctic trying to find the aliens to bring us back some proof. But nonetheless, like I said, the Novice Sports Show, like I said, we want you to like, share, subscribe so we can grow the channel. Like I said, we did pick up a few new subscribers. Maybe they got hit in the head, but we ain't gonna complain. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and not introduce ourselves again. The Novice Sports Show where three guys came together organically to talk about sports from a novice point of view. So we have our first novice.
I was Ben over here.
All right, we got our second.
Okay.
And of course, we got Mr. A what? Who?
AJ,
AJ, we got A-Dub. So, the NFL is in full swing. We picked A-Dub picked what they call a surprise Super Bowl team. And of course, I thought Mr. Lamar this is going to be his year. The defense was solid. And they look like hot garbage right now. You said the quarterback goes down. I mean, the defense, if they can't tackle. So we're going to talk about some of the surprise teams in the NFL. I said I thought Carolina was going to be garbage. They playing pretty good. Uh, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they playing pretty good. Who else? The New York Giants. What? They look like they assembled a team and they actually can play football. Then, of course, the Steelers with our favorite quarterback. What is it? Our coach, our quarterback that kills coaching. So Tomlin may have resurrected some people. So again, we got a whole bunch of teams to talk about. So what y'all got to say about those surprise teams and those surprise bad teams?
Let's talk about how the Steelers are the favorite to win the AFC North
I know it's a miracle.
with with 50-year-old Aaron Rodgers at the helm.
So, so again, the preseason, when they made the trade, I said Tomlin was probably on the way out the door because that's what Aaron does. Every place he goes, there's a riff or a griff with the quarterback and the team, because he has to be the center of attention. I think New York didn't do him any favors right when he was there. I think it was just too much media action for him, and he was trying to build his brand. But like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised because again, Tomlin once again is working his magic. They'll have a better seed, come playoff. But will that team be truly playoff successful? I don't know. But like I said, but again, pleasantly surprised that Aaron is doing well. But of course, we have to keep in mind, are they playing above 500 teams? Right? So they're not, so again, if you're dicing up scrubs, what you gonna do? But again, y'all thoughts.
I think looks good right now. I'm
Mhm.
not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm
What?
not buying it.
You're not buying Aaron? Come on, man. That's Aaron
I'm not
Rodgers.
buying it. I'm not buying the Steelers. No,
You're
sorry.
not buying.
I kind of feel the same way. Like it's low key kind of a fluke,
Mhm.
even though he's my guy. But I mean, I feel like if they can stay healthy and they can stay on the right page, then they can make a push.
Well, so who also? Okay, so
A
who's
lot, a
in the
lot, a lot of
AFC?
veteran experience over there.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I mean, they do, but like I said, they play this. Who have they beaten? Right? Who have they beaten?
I don't know. Anybody got their
Yeah,
record pulled up? I mean,
I'm
they're
pulling up, I'm pulling up now. So they beat the Patriots by 7. Uh, they beat the Vikings without their quarterback by what 3? They were in a shootout against the Steelers. Again, they got beat by the Seahawks. They dominated them pretty thoroughly on the 14th. So
Hold on, so who have they beat? Who did the Steelers beat?
They beat the Jets, the Patriots, and the Vikings.
yeah, so they're like 3-2.
So like
okay.
so
So if they played the Patriots tomorrow, I'm gonna say I think the Patriots would win that game. I
Mhm.
think they got the Patriots before they kind of.
Found this
Patriots are
drive.
playing pretty well now.
Yeah.
The
Also,
Jets are horrible.
Yeah, the
The
another
Jets are
Jets are the
person.
worst
horrible.
team in the league, I think.
Speaking of
So
the Jets, seems as if Garrett Wilson is very, very
Upset.
unhappy
Yeah,
with
yeah, they'll be trading him.
his usage.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's another topic. You need a quarterback.
At the same time, I think that Fields can be middle of the pack. I don't think that he'll ever reach that level. Um,
Mhm.
I think that it lies more in that the Jets refuse to build an offensive line.
Or get a quarterback.
I guess. I mean, I think that whoever you put back there is getting sacked 40 times. Joe Burrow,
yeah, that's a good.
Joe Burrow
That's
level.
that's that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because if I mean they brought in Aaron Rodgers because they draft a guy
But
like top three.
top three quarterback, Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
Zach Wilson
and
fooled the world.
so that didn't work. But we don't know whether that's because Zach Wilson is horrible or because the Jets are horrible, like what Ben was saying.
Hmm.
Because everybody had him as a high draft pick, so it's not like he didn't have talent. Then they go out and get Aaron Rodgers, who we know
Yeah.
has talent, and that was a horrible thing. But we don't know whether that was Aaron Rodgers or whether that's the Jets. But the common denominator so far is the Jets. Then they go out and they get the quarterback in free agency that they wanted, I guess, in
Yeah.
Justin Fields,
Mhm.
and they're still horrible. So common denominator, Jets, 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 Jets.
Well,
Question:
yeah.
Has the Jets ever been like more of a hot commodity than the Giants ever?
Yeah, once
Whenever Namath was there,
they were when they had this goes way back, but it goes back to when before just who was it? Was it
Namath.
one of the Ryan brothers were coaching?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
so they were good, but they
yeah,
still weren't as good.
good.
Like the Giants were still
Yeah, the marquee
the more
team.
high profile team. Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
but they were good up until they had I mean, they were decent. They were going to playoff games. They were in the NFC Championship. Then they had the butt fumble. Then after that, it was pretty much done. They
Mark
haven't been any good
Sanchez.
since, huh?
Mark
Well, we won't.
Sanchez.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Sanchez is not going to be on any broadcast anytime soon for quite some
Yeah.
time.
no man, he's gonna be the lead guy at the prison on the
Yeah,
prison podcast.
he sure will be. I hope he goes to a nice prison because he can do his podcast from there. But yeah, I mean, like with that team itself, I mean, ever since like Joe Namath, I mean, they really have not been. They've got one Super Bowl in 100 years. Must be the just win baby curse, or we promise we guarantee to win. They sold the kitchen sink, the babies, and everybody's child to the devil for one Super Bowl. But yeah, like I said, I mean that's gonna be a Aaron Glenn's gonna have to teach them how to win. He's gonna have to change the culture, but I hope they give him enough time to do so. Because like I
Yeah,
said,
that's the
yeah,
question. Because when you're over
yeah,
half, a third of the way through the season,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I mean, like I said, it's gonna be tough for him to. I think it's for New York itself. Again, I know we're talking about bottom feeder teams. You got to you're gonna have to change the culture, and that may mean getting rid of some people. I mean, like I said, you saw what I saw just a few seconds ago with him with Wilson yelling at the head coach and him looking at him like, remember the flashback? Was it 2 years ago in the AJ Moore was it Moore? Is it AJ Moore? from
EJ.
Car- from Carolina
DJ Moore.
was yelling at
Okay.
Steve, and the next Monday he was in Chicago. So I think Aaron is cut from that cloth. So they're gonna have a conversation. If he does it again, that's another receiver that's gonna be on the trading block before the deadline. He wants out. Like I said, sometimes they trade you to where you want to go, and then sometimes they trade you to places you don't want to go.
Yeah. Um,
Go ahead.
for we were just talking about, risers and fallers.
Yeah.
The Browns, of
Yeah.
course, we all know the Browns, then their franchise. Uh, I'd like to talk about their draft class because they're showing
Yeah.
out. They're already trying to deal. They've talked about dealing away Njoku
Hmm.
because of the rookie that they drafted out of Bowling Green.
Yeah.
Judkins, of course, he's tearing it up everywhere.
Hmm.
Schlesinger, the linebacker,
Hmm.
he's he leads rookies in tackles, and he's top 10 in the league all around. So I don't know what it is, but
No,
they're working their magic in the draft.
But
no,
look, their defense is not the issue.
it's their offense.
Everybody you named, well, no, not everybody.
Well, the tight
Judkins
end. The tight end's the only
and
one.
receive, but their defense isn't the issue. Just like with any other team, you're only as good as your quarterback.
Most definitely.
And
Yeah.
until they get that right, they're going to be, I mean, they're better than they were because their defense is good. And now they've got a little bit of a running game. I don't know how good their offensive line is. You would know better than me, Ben. But if Dylan Gabriel is good or Shador is good, you're only as good as your quarterback.
Yeah.
So, Flacco, he's a veteran. He wasn't going to mess you up, but his ceiling, he's already past that. So they're
Yeah.
like, you know what? We got to see what we can do with these young guys and see if Dylan Gabriel is the guy or not.
Mm.
And then your boy Shador will get a shot now, I think.
I think
Yeah.
But you're only as good as your quarterback.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Which leads me to the other side of me talking about the draft class, of the mistake of drafting both Dylan Gabriel and Shador. Gabriel in his last outing had, I believe, 11 total air yards
Mm.
completed.
Mm.
Listen, his first ever start. It's his
Yeah.
first ever start. Cut the kid some slack.
Well, it's not only
They
about
said,
slack
I
though.
guarantee going into that game,
Uh-huh.
the coaches said, we're going to keep it real simple.
Vanilla.
Just don't lose a game for us. Defense is going to keep us in it. We'll make a play at the end and we'll win it.
Yeah.
I bet you this week he'll cut it loose a little bit more. He'll get a little bit more. The offense will get a little bit more.
Air
You know,
passing friendly. A lot of
yeah,
check. Yeah, he'll probably do
he
a lot
won't
of
be as
checks
bad as
down.
he was first week.
Yeah, they're probably going to open up the playbook a little bit. But
Yeah,
like I
we'll
said,
see. It's
yeah, I
against
mean, we'll
Pittsburgh
see. I
though, so
mean, as far as drafting Gabriel over Shador, who they drafted in the what is it, sixth, seventh round,
I think it was fifth.
fifth. So yeah, but they've been getting offers from what I've heard in the rumor mill, for him. But of course, they're like, no, we're not trading him. But again, if he's as
Offense
horrible,
for who?
they've been getting offers for
Let,
Shador.
I
So
believe that when I see
wow.
it.
Well,
They ain't getting no
I
offers for
wouldn't
stuff
doubt that.
fifth
I don't
round
doubt
pick.
that the Raiders sent in an offer.
no, I'm just saying I've been hearing in the rumor mill. It's all rumors. Like I said, they said, yeah, they've been getting offers in the rumor mill. They say if he's as bad as they say they are, get some value from him. Get a fourth or a third and trade him.
You're not getting any of that. Listen, he's a fifth round dude that hasn't played. Nobody wants him because they don't know if he can play yet.
Well, look, they want some of them veterans that can't play.
But they've shown that they can play though. Like when you bring in Flacco, you bringing him in because he's better than the guy you got, and you know
Oof.
he's not going to mess you up too bad.
Yeah.
Because when you're playing, what's my man in Cincinnati right now? They're starting.
Oh God, McElroy?
What's that guy's name? Browning. What's his name?
Is it,
Yeah,
is it Browning or I thought it was McElroy at one point.
So clearly they got zero faith in that guy. So they're like, let's bring in Flacco. Let's bring in Flacco just to
Mhm.
see if he can just kind of keep us from afloat, maybe.
Nah, he's not going to do that. But yeah, I mean, he's a journeyman quarterback at this point. Super Bowl win under his belt. But yes, but Cleveland, like I said, I think Cleveland has always been just a mismanaged franchise. I mean, as far as I can remember.
yeah. The fact that our owner is still there after a 0-16 season.
Yeah. Well, the
Um,
coach, like I said, well,
Hey, Ben,
he
because
moved
he's
it.
the owner. He's not the coach. He's the owner. Doesn't matter how bad they are. He
Yeah.
keeps it as long as he wants it.
there can be a coup, and people can be like,
Nope.
No, they can't.
The only coup,
the
the only
base.
coup happens when, no, seriously, the only coup you can stop. The only time a coup happens, quote unquote, is when it affects the shield. That's when all the other owners get together, like, yo, Dan Snyder was that what? Dan Snyder was it. The Panthers head coach was it when it was a scandal, like, yo, okay, guy, we got to protect the shield. If he's not doing anything to affect the shield of the product, he ain't going nowhere.
I guess I think it's more like how like I feel like we should be acting the same way towards our owner that Carolina Panthers fans act towards David Tepper.
Well, he ain't done
Yeah,
nothing
but
wrong yet. So, speaking of Carolina, surprise, surprise, surprise. They're actually winning games. They actually look like a team.
Who have they played so far? I haven't taken
Well, they're playing a last place schedule. You
Oh,
know.
I mean,
Mm.
I don't know. They're 2-3 and they got blown out by the Patriots.
Yeah, but like I said, but at
yeah, they got
least,
destroyed by the Patriots,
but
and
they're
they're about to
winning.
get destroyed this week by the Cowboys.
That's right. If we play, if we play right.
Cowboys about to drop 45 on them.
Yeah, they said pick the over in that game. But yeah, like I said, so again, pleasantly surprised. They're putting it together. I think they're a few pieces away. I think they're definitely a really, really solid run game. The O line is performing better than they have in the past. Like I said, their receivers just probably need to catch the ball more often. I think everybody's saying Leggett's been was it disappointment being drafted second round. They said, but that's my opinion. Like I said, we'll see how they do again against a porous Dallas secondary who's been allowing everybody to catch the ball because they have zero pass rush. But like I said, again, I'm surprised. Like I said, they're doing better than I thought. I thought still be like winless at this point. So they'll probably get to like maybe 6, 7 wins. Well, how many games they win last year? Anybody know?
Panthers,
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
5.
Yeah, 5. So again, if they win 7 games, and again they are playing a last place schedule, they got a pretty good chance next week to beat the Jets. I think, especially if something happens in Dallas. Then of course they got the Bills. I don't see them winning that one.
The
They got
score,
the Packers. They should beat the Saints. They may beat the Falcons. Uh, Niners maybe. Rams
No
no.
way.
Huh?
They
Depends
ain't
on
beating
who.
the Niners
Depends.
are the 49ers are 4-1
Oh God.
with,
It's
without
October
Brock Purdy.
surprise, man. October surprise.
Without Brock Purdy, they ain't beating the 49ers.
October surprise. I called it here. October surprise or November
All
surprise.
right.
It's the 24th. So maybe they'll get a Christmas gift. But no, I mean they'll probably get about what, 8 wins, maybe, maybe. But doing better again, a little better, a little bit better. So what you got, Jay? You've been quiet over there. Did he driving? Probably
Yeah, I
on
don't think his connection might.
on
Yeah.
his way to the beach now.
Nah, everything y'all said, I really truly agree with.
So, like I said, then of course another surprise team is
But
Jacksonville.
but hold on, hold on. But I
Well,
do wonder, since the Panthers are winning right now, how does everybody feel about Bryce? Like, is it more on the side of the mentality of Bryce is winning games, so we'll take it?
nah. I mean, we ain't got no competition.
he's
I
got
mean,
he's got the
Boy,
red
nah.
got
Wow.
the red rocket right behind him.
The Red Rifle Man can still get in. Listen, they were ready
Andy
to. They were
Dalton.
ready to kick. They were ready to kick Bryce off the team again after those losses, and then after the Patriots game,
Yeah.
they were ready to kick him out of the state.
Mm.
And then they messed around and win last week, and now everybody's back. Yeah, he's just so up and down.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, but his receivers got to perform better. I mean, I don't know if they're not on the same page, but like I said, the receivers got to perform a little better. Like I said, but you
I'll
said
be honest,
I need
I
more
haven't
out of
watched
Xavier.
them play.
well, I mean, I watched the highlights, and I mean, I've watched some pretty bad drop balls, but again, that's just my opinion. I mean, I think he needs a bona fide number one receiver. I really think Carolina just doesn't have that just yet. The run game is solid, which is what you're supposed to do with a rookie quarterback, right? To take the pressure off. But he's not a rookie. This is his what, third year? So he,
They're
this is third year, so he should be performing better than what he did his first 2 years. Unless he's just gonna be a bust. Like I said, you could have had CJ and versus him, but hey, that's who they wanted because he ordered the salmon.
Yeah, but what's he doing now? He had one. He had that rookie year was
Rookie
good. Nobody
year.
talks about him anymore.
No, well, it's how it is. It's a sophomore slump.
Stroud is.
Yeah.
Would you rather have him though? Like he's
Well, I
not
would
really
much
talking
rather
about
have.
that either.
Okay, from a size perspective, I would much rather have Stroud. He's a bigger quarterback. He can see over the line, which means I'm not, again, as I always say, shorter quarterbacks throw in the window and throw timing routes because you're not going to see over them. If you 5'2", then your lineman 6'5", you're not throwing over them. You're rolling, you're moving the pocket, you're throwing into windows and lanes. So that's, for me, I'm taking a bigger quarterback so he can see over our line of scrimmage. That's my opinion. I could be wrong.
Out of that though, like all I'm saying is he doing anything better than Bryce outside of him being just taller.
Well, I mean, like I said, from a physical aspect, I mean, I think Stroud again showed he can carry the team. Like I said, he did up until, and again, I knew what they were going to do when they got into the playoffs. Right, it's what they do with every rookie quarterback. They stuff the run and they make them make throws. Right, rookie quarter. That's what they do. They did that to Dak when he was a rookie, and we went to the almost NFC Championship game, and we got blown out because he couldn't throw. He's a rookie. They throw combination defenses at you that you've never seen, and by then, as you go into the playoffs, they got 16 games to take, so they know what your weaknesses are, and so they force you into your weaknesses. But like I said, as far as developmental, I think CJ is going to have a higher upside just because his sidearm talent and the fact that he's in a winning culture per se, or he's been there. Whereas Carolina, I mean, they have beefed up their line, but they're still losing because what they don't have, they just don't give him the tools. And like I said, we talked about this before. Not Ben Novice and I. If he could gain another 20 pounds, that is Bryce, I think he'd be a better quarterback, more durable. Like I said, and that's another side of it, right? How many hits is Bryce going to take? He's
Yeah, but Bryce isn't one of those. Bryce isn't one of those quarterbacks that's out there running around. He's trying to get rid of the ball. I just like you said, I think he was a really good quarterback in college, playing with Alabama with all that talent. We just don't know. Like you said, it's tough when you're playing on an NFL level when you're small and your team isn't very good. I'm looking at Bryce is listed at 5'10".
Yeah.
Kyler Murray is listed at 5'10",
Kyler Murray
and Dylan Gabriel.
Oh my
and
God.
and Dylan Gabriel is also listed at under 6 feet.
Yeah.
So those are the three shortest quarterbacks, and I don't think any of them right now are looking like they're great.
No,
but Kyler Murray, I still think he can sling it.
Well, he can sling it, but
the guy can't stay healthy. That's another thing.
Like I said, he's
out.
He's a
Matter of fact,
small
he's
dude.
out this week. He's out this week.
He ain't 5'10" either.
Question: were we about to talk about the Saints? Because if
the
we
Aints.
he told that. I want to speak about how Spencer's not really that bad as a quarterback.
The Saints? I think they're like the second worst team.
I know they are.
Nah.
I'm just saying. Spencer is not as bad as a quarterback as I thought he was.
Yeah, no, Spencer Rattler has been playing a little bit better than I expected, but at the same time,
yes,
it's a middle of the pack ceiling for him.
Oh
yeah,
Playing
he's not
at
gonna
his
go wrong.
ceiling.
I mean, he didn't give me that. He doesn't give me that vibe, like winning quarterback, elite type vibe.
Yeah,
Or will be. I mean, I kind of watched him play in the preseason because they were trying to get him ready. And I was like, okay. Same Spencer Rattler that was at Carolina. When you're playing nobody, it looks great. When you're playing against the cream of the crop with the SEC, you don't look so good. Like I said, another horrible team. Without you said, I mean, good God, the Ravens hurt me, of course. Like I said, Lamar went down, and looks like they can't do anything at all. They're even talking about
Hold on to the ball.
I mean, they can't, man. That defense looks horrible, man. It's just like I know the quarterback went down, but good God, you at least stop somebody. They looking rough.
I still got faith in the Ravens.
I'm glad you got faith. That was gonna be a surprise comeback or
Hey,
something.
here we go. Hot take on October the 12th. The Ravens win the division
On
over the
October
Steelers.
over the 12th. We hope
They're
so.
going to win the division.
I hope they
Write
do
it down.
something. That's the hot take. Yeah, like I said, they're 1-4, man. Woo.
They they're not going to. Soon as depending on how long when Lamar comes back, they're going
Mhm.
to go on a run.
Well,
Going to
they
go on
better do.
a
What's
run.
what's the best that they can achieve right now if they win all the games?
They would 13, and if they go on a 12-game winning
They won
streak,
out. Yeah,
they'd be 12-4. No, 13-4. Yeah, 13-4 if they went on a streak.
Lamar is out today as well, and they play the Rams, so
Yeah.
that's another loss.
yeah. So,
Okay. Oh, he said
hey,
if.
hey, look. I'm just saying. I think the Steelers are gonna lose some games to kind of. They're not going to pull away, and then Lamar's going to come back. They're going to go on a run and win the division.
They better do something. It's gonna be
So,
ugly. Like I said, of course, who is it? I think there's been a lot of teams you thought was gonna do well. Like I said, Miami, I thought they'd have been middle of the pack. They're not doing well. Uh who else is not doing well? A lot of teams aren't. Was it
well,
Arizona?
everybody thought the Titans would be bad, and they are worse than expected.
Well, I mean, they got a we call it. They got Cam Ward, and they keep showing. Is it Ridley? They keeps dropping his ball, dropping the ball. So Cam, and they get and the memes of Cam Ward are like,
Yeah.
dude, you're killing me. They even had his mom in one of them saying, "Can you get that boy a receiver? Get my boy a receiver." Even the mom in the stands was like, "Are you serious? This guy can't catch at all." But anyway, horrible, man. Like I said, like I said, we expect the Titans to be bad because again, they picked first, right? We don't expect them to be good.
Yeah.
They got a lot of work. They got a lot to work on. I mean, Tony Pollard's their running back. He's not a bell cow running back. He's probably a changeup. Uh, I don't know who they have as who they have for receivers in Tennessee.
In Tennessee, they got Ridley, and they drafted a guy named Alik
Okay.
a Yaminor. I don't know how to say that,
But yeah, like I said, but some surprise teams that are doing well. Like I said, New York, Mr. Scatterboo, who's probably gonna have CTE, poor guy. Like I said, fun to watch. Uh, who else? Jacksonville, fun to watch. Like I said, Trevor. Like I said, I missed the game. We'll let AJ give us a quick synopsis of the last play because I just couldn't stay awake.
So look, if y'all remember a couple episodes ago, I picked Trevor Lawrence as the comeback player of the year. I said he's going to have a great year. So far, I've been wrong, but as he has not played well. But he did have the play of the year so far in the NFL by beating the Chiefs, stumbling, falling down in the backfield, getting up, sprinting around to the left and scoring. And Chris Jones is catching a lot of flack for loafing, for watching. They said he could have caught him and he didn't. So he actually came out and like admitted, yeah, I was kind of got caught staring. I got caught watching. So we'll see whether that catapults Jacksonville into something. Their defense is playing great. That division,
Yeah.
you know, the Colts are playing really
Yes.
well, but that division is there for the taking.
Yeah, the Colts surprised me. They still got no, they got Danny Dimes. Ain't that a trip?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
They got Danny Dimes. So somebody in New York, somebody in New York on the hot seat. Even though he got Scatterboo and Dart, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be fun to watch it, of course. Like I said, it's going then of course, was it who else we got down there? We got Kansas City not looking so good. So Kansas City's not looking like the Kansas City of old. when it comes to that. So
I think that whenever Rashee Rice comes back, he will be a elite wide receiver.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, their offense looks a lot better now that um what's his name? Was it Hollywood? Who's there? That got
Worthy,
hurt in the first game.
worthy.
we're talking about
Worthy, yeah.
Worthy. Talking about Worthy.
Um,
Worthy.
he got hurt. He got hurt in the first game, and
Mhm.
then their offense was just kind of sputtering. But
Yeah.
now with him, and then when Rice comes back, they'll
Yeah.
have that speed on the outside again. Again, losing to the Jaguars, nobody saw that coming. But I think you're right. When they get their full receivers back, I think that'll help them out.
Well, it should. Like I said, it shouldn't be too bad. Like I said, I was like I said, I was surprised that they lost that game. Like I said, when I went to sleep, they were winning. I figured, yeah, it's over. Wake up. They won. Like, darn it! I should have placed that bet. Can you imagine? $10 would have got me maybe 1,000 on that game, especially with a last second touchdown from your boy. Like I said, what's his name? The Golden Locks from
You know about
Clemson.
Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, Mr. Lawrence, Mr. I had a letter, offer letter from every school in the country, which is probably true. But yeah, like I said, they look pretty good. I mean, they look all right. Like I said, we'll see what happens with the Kansas City Chiefs because they always say, the team that loses the Super Bowl doesn't make the playoffs. So that'll be the first time in I don't know how long that the Chiefs won't win their division, which I doubt very seriously. The Broncos don't look half bad either, though.
That division is tough because everybody's good except for the Raiders.
Yeah,
But I still think the Chiefs win that division though.
it'll be them or the Broncos. Like I said, they don't look half bad. They beat the Eagles.
Chargers look okay. Broncos look okay.
Yeah,
But I still think at the end of the day the Chiefs are still the best team in that division.
they'll make it maybe. Like I said, well, the Broncos are losing by one right now. So as it stands right now, the Jets may win by a point. So somebody
Oh,
got to
where are
take.
they overseas?
Yeah, they're in
Where are they
London.
in London?
They're in London. They're trying to
And
grow the shield. Huh?
what's the score of that game?
10-11 right now.
But how much time is left?
Oh, I have no idea. End of the third, so they got a full quarter left. Gonna see if Mr. Bolnick says, I guess somebody got a safety. So the New York Jets got a safety. He said they ain't scored no touchdowns. It's all been field goals, looks like. So that defense is keeping them in the game. But yeah, like I said, that's one of those low scoring defensive struggles that nobody likes to watch.
Yeah. Fields has been sacked 6 times.
Yeah. Like I said, that O
Yeah.
line, man, no matter who they put back there, he's running for his life. Poor fella. But
Yeah.
he'll probably get bounced around
I
again.
don't I don't know who their offensive coordinator is, but looking at these stats, I think they need to reconsider what they're doing.
Well, they're trying. Well, I mean, they probably run the ball with Bryce Hall a lot, don't they?
With Brees Hall, yeah, they ran it 17 times and he's averaging 2.5 yards a carry.
That's O line play. I mean, because he's not a bad back.
I guess, but at that point, you just have to start passing.
Nah, well, you got to have a passing quarterback to do that. I mean, you got Garrett Wilson. That's about it. Or is it Garrett? It's not Zach, right? No, Garrett. That's the receiver.
Yeah, I think that those like dump off routes have more of a chance than trying to run against that line. So,
Against Broncos, that's what they're going to give you. Like I said, because you
yeah,
got what Patrick Surtain.
yeah,
He
Pat
should be
Surtain,
Patrick should be covering Garrett. So
yeah,
that makes sense. And you got to throw underneath routes because you ain't going over. I mean, right now he's in his prime. Like I said, I wish somebody would have picked him up, but oh well. You're trading for a draft pick. We got 4 of them. We got 4 first rounds.
Hey, look. Speaking of that, we need to go young. Cowboys need to go young through the draft, young and cheap. We don't want no veteran, expensive dudes.
Don't worry. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Like I said, so speaking of that, of course, Dallas has no pass rush, of course, but it's getting better. We're looking at Micah being Micah, getting chipped, getting blocked, not getting any sacks, like I said, but against below 500 teams, as we've always said, even he will eat So he will get 13 sacks, but it won't be against opponents. And of course, we're gonna see what they do in the playoffs. But I'm hoping, as a Dallas fan, that Green Bay does horrible, so we get 2 top 10 picks.
I think we got
Well,
about 30 seconds left, by the way.
Yeah, we do. All right. All right. We got 30 seconds before we get kicked off. All right. That's what time we start. It should be an hour. But all right, I'll have to pay for it. Darn it. But all right, guys, like I said, since we're gonna take our commercial break right quick and then we're gonna come back. Like I said, so look for the next 15-second type spiel. All right, everybody take a
what
break.
time is this? What time is this one going?
This one's stopping literally in like 30 seconds.